In 2015, when you became Prime Minister, the average house in Hamilton was about $334,000. 2024, it's $850,000, beyond the reach of many people. What happened? How did governments let this happen?
Boy, we could talk about the global economy, the inflation crisis that came from the fact that we had a once-in-a-century pandemic that had a huge impact on all of our lives. We could talk about the labor shortages that we're facing that continue to mean we need to grow our population. We're continue to talk about inflation crisis around the world that has led to higher interest rates that have slowed things down. We can talk about the fact that Canada has only about 4% affordable housing stock across the country, whereas comparable countries like France or the UK have in the range of 17 or 18% affordable housing. Decisions taken by governments of all stripes over decades have led to this moment. Particularly the previous government, in which Pierre Poilievre was actually housing minister, that explicitly said the federal government should have absolutely nothing to do with building affordable housing or creating affordable housing. It's not rocket science to see that decisions, particularly in something like a housing market, that are taken years ago have impacts for years, for decades, for generations to come. So the question we have to ask is, given absolutely the fact that there is a crisis in housing right now, and that crisis is best defined by the fact that these young people who are working incredibly hard, many of them at great jobs, don't have the same opportunities that Canadians in their position just 20 years ago would have to be able to buy a home, there's something wrong with the way the system is built.